Hi everybody, Scott Eblin here with the video book club recommendation for this week. This week it is an oldie but a goodie, a book called Bargaining for Advantage by Richard Schell. He's a professor at the Wharton School of Business at the University of Pennsylvania, and I was fortunate enough about 10 years ago now to have a session with Richard Schell in an executive education program that I was involved in at Wharton. He was terrific. The book is terrific. If you do anything around negotiations, and oh, by the way, you do every day, whether you recognize it as a negotiation or not, you can benefit from the book. In Bargaining for Advantage, he basically divides it up into two sections. The first section of the book is all about the foundations of effective negotiations. It's things like being aware of your personal styles, setting goals, building relationships, and that's really a key point because Schell is a big advocate and proponent and guru really on interest-based negotiation, finding out what the other party is interested in and working to come up with a solution that ideally works for both parties. That's not always going to be the way you want to go into negotiations, but a lot of the time it will be. The second part of his book is around basically executing a negotiation, preparing your strategy, exchanging information, things like that. I can basically sum up a lot of the book with this very low-tech aid that I've come up with here. Basically, in any negotiation, you're going to want to deal with the result you're trying to get to and the relationship, the degree or the depth of the relationship you want to form with the other party. And depending on where you think you need to be on those two axes, there are 5 basic negotiation styles that Schell talks about in his book. You can avoid the whole situation by being low on relationships and low on results. You can accommodate the other party by being high on the relationship axis and low on trying to get to your own result. Maybe you want to make some concessions for the future in that respect. You can be a competitive person, sort of a win-lose scenario or a win-lose style. You're going to maximize your results and really don't care so much about the relationship over the longer run with the other party. You can go for the compromise solution, where you get a little bit of 1 + 1 = 1.5 kind of outcome. Or you can go with the problem solving, the more collaborative solution, where sometimes 1 + 1 = 3. You know, there's some synergy that you can get by really uncovering what the other party's interest is, being open about what your interests are, and trying to come up with a mutually beneficial solution. If you're familiar with the Thomas Kilmann conflict mode instrument, they have the same basic model in that book. So if you use the TKI, or if you're somebody who's taken that before and you're interested in how that turned out, you'll really like Bargaining for Advantage because it basically brings that to life. You can see it's a pretty thick book. He goes into all the details. It's available on Amazon. It's been out for years now, but it's a great book. Highly recommend it to anybody, and that means you, because everybody is involved in negotiations multiple times a week at least. You may be involved in one over the dinner table tonight. So go get it, take a look at it, hope you like it, let me know what you think. Have a great week.